Fellas, welcome back to another episode. It's Code Trainer, and let's get into the sales I made on eBay yesterday. All right, we're looking at the spreadsheet here, and we sold our Darkrai Level X, both of them actually, and then our Mega Charizard EX from our collection. And as you can see, I don't have what I purchased these for yet on there, and these were purchased yesterday, so I just have to put in the dates there. But you'll notice that I don't have shipping included on these, and that's because since I had already created the shipping label for these, it included that in the transaction. So it actually removed the shipping from the actual payout, and so that is included in this price right here. What we actually got paid out on the cards. That kind of scared me for a minute. I thought I was gonna have to go through every single card and check to make sure that that wasn't included before. And as far as I know, I'm probably gonna do that anyway. But as far as I know, as long as I hadn't created the shipping label first, that shouldn't have caused any problems. So I think we're good on that. But we'll probably still go through all of these just to be completely sure. But that bring our running total up to almost $1,300 in sales, and that's pretty exciting. We're gonna have to figure out what we want to do with this money going forward. I have put a lot of thought into going to Japanese and things like that, and I do want to do that. I'm just really worried about the sales, and especially on my own website for right now, if I can even do it with 40 subscribers. And so that has me worried a little bit. I do need to dig a little deeper and see if I can find some other ways to kind of get this business up off the ground from YouTube, get the brand off the ground on YouTube, and then get the business going through the website. Honestly, I do need to just get the website going because that will make this more legitimate, and you guys could actually go to a website and click a link in the description or something like that. You can't right now, but because I don't have anything. But that is kind of where I'm at currently, and what we'll be doing moving forward. So let me show off the cards that I sold. This is one of the Darkrai Level X's. Um, they were moderately played or lightly played. They had some like little dents on them. Yeah, this one has like a dent right there, right under my index finger there. It had a little dent right there that of course I couldn't notice in pictures. That's why I don't feel like I'd be the best at buying cards on eBay to try to grade, because I miss those things. Granted, I'm not sure anybody would have seen that if it wasn't disclosed in the photos. So I did my very best to make sure that these were disclosed in the photos, those uh, indentions. And then this Darkrai Level X, looked really clean until I flipped it onto the back, and right under my thumb there, or let's just right under my index finger there, there was like I don't know what I would call it, if it was just like um, it's not a print line, it's kind of like almost a book got laid over the top of it, or something like that. I mean, I know these promos, I mean, these could have possibly sat in tins for a very long time, and it just had this little indentation right there on the corner, which would have gave it a pretty poor grade. Other than that, it was a very clean card, and so that's kind of unfortunate for it, but um, what can you do? So I see why people try to buy modern cards for current grading plays and things like that, because something like this Mega Charizard EX from Evolutions, it would do pretty well grading. I mean, it was very clean on the back, and it would have done pretty good. But I don't know. I just never got into grading. For one, I just didn't feel like I had the capital to get into it, and two, it takes time for those things to get back, and I would have much rather just had it in the collection for the time being. So, that's another route I've started to try to consider for the business. We've talked about not being in a very well populated area. I'd have to drive very far to possibly make some Pokemon deals and buying collections. Especially small collections. Like, I'd understand like bigger collections and driving a ways for those, but like right now, I would be buying small collections. With our current funds, I would really be only comfortable with purchasing like under $500 collections, and that's not that much money in the grand scheme of things. Whenever you think about driving 2 hours plus, and there and then back, so 4 hour round trip, and then sifting through everything, that just doesn't seem reasonable, and that's kind of where I am on it. And if anything was being bought around here, it wouldn't be like too expensive. It'd be like $100 or something like that. Maybe that's a good start. But I just noticed not everything on Facebook Marketplace is just a great deal either. I mean, people are listing they got 3 or 4 binders full of just some alternate arts, or not alternate arts, but like just some V cards or VMAX, or some other random EX, and they're wanting 100 page or $100 a page or something like that, or $50 a page, and it's like, listen, you've got that card's worth $2, $3, and you know I'm not gonna just message somebody to sit there and tell them that their cards aren't worth what they're asking. Like, it's a waste of time, and that's not what I want to do with my time. All right, so talking more about the grading part, and if that would be a great business model, I could see where it would work out. The only thing that I don't like is the time that it would take, which right now I do have plenty of time, but also the just chances of losing, like, you know, I don't know, because if you lose bad type thing, and you could quite easily, uh, get out of everything. Where with sealed product, yes, it can go down, but it can eventually start to kind of go up a little bit. Where I feel like some graded cards, whenever they get graded pretty low, they kind of sit stagnant, especially if you're doing, um, you know, modern cards, excuse me. If you're doing modern cards, it can get pretty dicey. And so, I don't know. I just, the grading and stuff, that's awesome, and I like the way that it preserves card, and it's just very liquid whenever it's graded, because it's basically whatever the last sold for of a 10 was, or 9 was, or so forth. That's the great thing about it. But at that point, I would also still be using eBay, to try to sell slabs, because that's where the most eyes are going to be. And I want to, start my own business, have my own website. And, I really considered the bulk stuff and really going that route. Kind of what I'm doing now, selling my collection, but then selling bulk cards. And, man, it just would be hard to really accumulate some good stuff and not, just be kind of taken advantage of, going on a 4 hour round trip to go pick up a collection. Like, we don't have that time with a full-time job, working 40 hours a week. And you know that's why I've really considered just the Japanese, because it could be bought and shipped here, and we can hopefully sell it for a profit, and we're going to learn if we actually can. So that's all I've got for this video. If you like what you saw, or didn't like what you saw, please like the video or dislike it and let me know why. Let me know why you liked it, why you didn't like it. I'm wanting to make better and better content, but as you can see, we don't get the most views, and that's okay. We're just starting out and it's not very good. I'm trying to provide some sort of value. I'm clearly not providing any or enough, and so that's what we're after, and I'm trying to document the journey along the way and what we are deciding to do with business moving forward. So, at the end of this video, there'll be some little video clips of what I've got posted on the channel. Just knock yourself out watching one of those, and we'll talk to you later.